and we just tick them off. May a state application insist that Congress limit the convention's mandate to a single topic or a single amendment? You know, for that matter, if Congress may call a convention independent of state applications, as Sandy Levinson argues it may, then how could state applications possibly constrain the convention's mandate? It seems to me that it couldn't. On the other hand, if applications are constraining, then how are applications proposing related but different topics or amendments to be combined or separated? Suppose they are similar but somewhat different. Do you add them up or do you not add them up? When do you hit the magic number of 2/3? May the convention propose amendments other than those that it was called to consider? May Congress prescribe rules for the convention or limit its powers in any way? And here's a really important one, fundamentally important. May the convention set its own rules independent of Article 5 for how amendments that it proposes may be ratified, the way the Philadelphia Convention did. After all, the Philadelphia Convention was called under a scheme under the Articles that said ratification required unanimity among the states. But they departed from that. A lot of the speakers today have said not to worry. Article 5 says that it takes 38 states to ratify. But what if the convention decides that ratification will be by a national referendum without giving 13 small states a veto power? Certainly, if your idea of a convention is to correct the most fundamental defects in the system, like Sandy Levinson's emphasis in a lot of his writing on the defect that every state has the same number of senators, whether it's a huge state or a small state, it would follow that if you're going to change that, you're going to have to change Article 5 itself, which says that no state can be deprived of its equal suffrage in the Senate without its consent. And if you're going to change that part of Article 5, why not the part of Article 5 that specifies the mode of ratification? Another question, are the states to be equally represented, or does a one-person, one-vote rule apply? And here's a question that could well tie the country in knots for longer than the 18-month running reality show that Sandy Levinson has in mind. What about the District of Columbia? We can't even figure out if the citizens of the district should be able to vote for members of Congress. What's their role in such a convention? Could delegates be bound in advance by legislation or referendum to propose particular amendments or vote in a particular way? Now, if you